Good morning and welcome back to Supernaturalist. Today we're diving into one of the most psychologically devastating episodes of Supernatural, titled Born Under a Bad Sign. This isn't just a Demon of the Week story, it's about identity and free will and the terror of becoming the very thing that you fear. We open under a bridge, rainwater drips somewhere in the distance, Baby waits like a black sentinel, and Dean is standing outside of the car. His phone is pressed to his ear and his voice is tight. Sam's missing and something is very, very wrong. Dean calls Ellen. I love Ellen. He's desperate for answers. Sam's pretty much vanished and all the calls are going to his voicemail. Then Sam calls. He's panicked. He's confused. So Dean races to the motel in Twin Lakes. And at the motel, Sam is standing covered in blood. He doesn't remember how he got there. He checked in under the name Richard Sambora, a nod to Bon Jovi's guitarist. Yes, we see you, rock aliases. The last thing Sam remembers, burgers in West Texas over a week ago. To him, it feels like he's been asleep for months. And this is our first supernatural thread, memory displacement. It's a hallmark of demonic possessions and folklore. Victims often report lost time, violent mood swings, unexplained exhaustion, and Sam describes rage building inside him for weeks, not random anger, something darker, something feeding. Outside the motel, Sam recognizes storage unit number 2, and he has the key. Inside the storage unit, a little blue Volkswagen Beetle, blood's on the steering wheel, a knife soaked in sticky red, and cigarettes. Now, we know Sam doesn't smoke, and at a gas station a few towns over, the clerk recognizes Sam instantly, and he's not happy. Sam was drunk as a skunk and smoking like a chimney. Odd behavior for Sam. Substances and addictions are common metaphors for possessions and lore. Across cultures, spirits are said to inhabit weakened vessels. Intoxication begins a traditional doorway. On Route 71 leads them to a dark house with smashed security and cut alarms. And how does Sam know all this stuff? Is it roaming around in the back of his head? Inside the house, there's a dead hunter. His throat is slit. And security footage on his computer reveals that Sam entering violently, beating the man, then dragging him in the center of the room and slicing his throat. Not Sam behavior. Sam actually watches himself on the computer committing murder. This is one of the most chilling tropes in supernatural storytelling. The body is a weapon. The self is a stranger. So let's pause for a second and talk about what we're dealing with. We're actually dealing with a black-eyed demon. In the universe of Supernatural, demons appear as black smoke when disembodied. They possess humans by entering through the mouth. They turn the host's eyes pitch black, and they require a Latin exorcism to expel. Also, they can resist exorcism via sigils and binding marks. And this happens in this episode. And the black eyes are symbolic. Across folklore, blackened eyes represent corruption of the soul, absence of divine light. But here's what makes this episode terrifying. The demon isn't just killing. It's testing. Back at the motel, Sam hands Dean his gun. He begs Dean to kill him. He believes he's turning evil, that this bad blood is finally winning. And this echoes the central mythology thread. Sam's psychic powers and the demon blood storyline seeded since season 1. Dean almost pulls the trigger, but he can't. And that is the test. Sam's face shifts. It's cold. It's calculating. And he knocks Dean unconscious. The next stop, Duluth, Minnesota. At a bar, Sam confronts Jo. I love Jo too. He manipulates her emotionally, twisting the story of her father's death. He mocks her. My daddy shot your daddy in the head. Cruelty, precision, psychological warfare. This demon doesn't want bodies. It wants damage. And when Dean finally confronts Sam, he throws holy water in his face. Smoke rises, black-eyed demon emerges, and the demon escapes and shoots Dean, taking him into the icy water. So why didn't he kill him earlier? Because it was a test. The demon wanted Dean to kill Sam himself. And here's the brilliance of the episode. The demon wasn't hunting Sam. It was hunting Dean's faith. Interesting. Sam arrives at Bobby's house. Gotta love Bobby. But Bobby slips holy water into his beer. Classic. When Sam is tied beneath Devil's Trap, the demon reveals itself. And guess who it is? It's Meg. Meg Masters, one of the show's earliest recurring demons. She carved a binding link into Sam's arm, trapping herself inside him so exorcism won't work. So, what exactly are binding sigils and devil's traps? Well, in occult tradition, sigils bind spirits, circles trap entities, and breaking a symbol weakens the spell. Bobby burns a gap in the sigil with a red hot rod from the fireplace. Meg's smoke form screams back to hell, but not before psychologically shredding Dean. She tells him hell is a prison of bone and fear, and that he sent her back there. We remember that. Themes and supernatural symbolism. This episode explores possession as internal darkness. Sam's fear isn't just demonic control, it's inherited evil. The fear that destiny overrides choice. The test of love. Dean refuses to kill Sam even when logic says he should. And John Winchester once told him he might have to kill Sam if he couldn't save him. The test. And Dean chooses salvation over obedience. As for demons and manipulators, Meg admits she doesn't care about the master plan. Her real goal, torture. Psychological dominance. And in the final scene, the road continues. In Baby, Sam confesses. He was awake for some of it. He saw the murder. He saw Joe almost die. And he saw Dean refuse to kill him. And Dean tells him, if it's the last thing I do, I'm going to save you. Brotherly love, no matter how much they fight. So the road stretches forward. But now we know the demons aren't just coming for Sam. They're coming for Dean's hope, his will. And now for fun facts and behind-the-scenes info. Jared Padalecki's performance. Jared Padalecki was praised for portraying both vulnerable Sam and the cruel demon seamlessly. The shift in posture and eye focus was intentional to signal not Sam. Meg's return. This marks the return of Meg Masters after her earlier demise. Her vendetta against Dean becomes deeply personal here. The psychological horror shift. This episode is considered one of Sam's darkest because it removes the external monster and places the threat inside a beloved character. The alias Easter egg, so popular with the show. Richard Sambora references Bon Jovi's guitarist Richie Sambora, continuing the Winchester tradition of classic rock fake names. The Devil's Trap ceiling. The overhead Devil's Trap design in Bobby's living room was a creative production choice to visually intensify the exorcism scene. And now for my closing thoughts. Born Under a Bad Sign asks a haunting question. If evil can wear your face, how do you prove you're still you? This creature wasn't a ghost, wasn't a shapeshifter, wasn't a vampire. It was something much, much older. A demon that weaponized love. And in the end, the most supernatural thing of all wasn't possession. It was mercy. So if you enjoyed this morning's deep dive into supernatural lore and emotional horror, join us next week on Supernaturalist. Until then, watch the shadows, trust the signs, and remember, not every monster is visible. Thank you. And please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And share this with someone you think will enjoy it also. Thank you and have a great weekend. Bye.